Hey pals, it's Sassy Cassie, and welcome back to another reaction video of Naruto. As always, I'd like to thank all of my subscribers and anyone watching this video. Thank you so much for following me on my shinobi journey. Second, as a reminder, or in case you are new to my channel, that even though I have been an anime fan for a very long time, I have never watched Naruto. However, because it's been out for so long, because of the internet, and because one of my bestest friends in the whole world just loves Naruto, there are some things about it that I already know. This is mostly like character names, maybe what they look like, no real major plot points. It has come to my attention, however, that I may know more than I think I know, but I don't know what these things are until they come up in the show. So, I apologize in advance if this bothers anybody, but we're just going to keep watching Naruto and enjoying it to the fullest. Oh, no. Oh, okay, we're going to get into the recap. I apologize. It has been a very long day, and I've been working outside all day, so I just feel super drained from the sun, and I already honestly changed into my PJs. I'm just gonna probably go to sleep after this. So I'm hoping that I'm not too tired to enjoy what's gonna be happening, even though we're in a really interesting spot in Naruto. So with that segue, we're just gonna get into the recap. Last time on Naruto, our boys caught up to the other two people, and they managed to get the coffin with Sasuke in it, and they're running away. Meanwhile, Orochimaru is suffering, and he's like, oh, I need Sasuke right now, but that's not gonna happen, so he chose a different vessel, I think? He chose a different vessel, and now this other guy, Kimimaru, if I remember, was supposed to be the vessel, but something happened and now his body's not strong enough. So he's like, my whole purpose is to ensure something. I don't really recall, to be honest, but he's on his way, and that's where we left off. After two of our boys have died, I'm going to just pretend that they're not dead, or at least put good juju into the air that they're not dead. Obviously, all of this has already happened, so I'm sure all of you who have watched Naruto before are probably just giggling because you know what's gonna happen, and I'm gonna be sitting over here frustrated because I just want to know if they're actually dead or alive. I'm really hoping they're just alive because I can't handle that, but moving on. Oh gosh, I hope I don't yawn throughout the whole thing. Let's get into it. Oh, random side question. Now that this episode has started and jogging my memory, he tortured his whole clan, and his one wish was to set them free, but I wonder if Orochimaru is actually going to do it, because this is Orochimaru we're talking about. And he's cruel and unforgiving, I guess.
Well then, I thank you for your body.
Oh yeah, forgot about that part. That's
So
something I could live without.
And now it will be a few years before he can transfer again.
Oh, right. I didn't comment on that last time. At least I don't think. About him not being able to transfer bodies for multiple years, which makes sense, because if you're just able to transfer your spirit or whatever to another body, that must require a lot of energy, not just chakra, but like your body can't necessarily handle doing that multiple times in a short span. So,
and bring it safely here, even at the cost of my life.
Right. He's going to help Sasuke. That was his purpose in life, or his mission, or whatever. I know this is not the time, but I think it would be so funny if one of them hit a tree because they're running, but they're also looking backwards.
Akamaru! Once you set the bombs, get moving!
Oh, Akamaru went ahead. Understanding.
Oh no!
Really? I don't know why, but because these people have been so terrifying, makes me feel like they... I don't know. I don't think he actually fell for it. I feel like they're too good for that. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm not even making a whole lot of sense to myself. I'm so tired.
Don't you mess with me! Akamaru, no!
Oh no, not the dog!
Look at me, you mutt!
Do not kill the dog too.
Hang on!
So Kiba's gonna face him, I'm assuming.
Kiba! Akamaru!
I can't see them.
Oh, that voice crack. Oh, we're just gonna fall into the abyss. That's fine. He's not gonna use his wiry things? I don't know. Maybe I thought about this too much. Okay, well, they're definitely gonna face each other. Which means Shikamaru's gonna face her. Which means Naruto's gonna face the other guy. That's what I'm going with.
There's no other way. I'll have to take care of this one. You take the coffin and carry on with the mission.
Ah, I knew it! I knew it!
What are you doing here?
Aha! That's a terrifying image. Oh no, I do not like that. No. That was so scary and so cool at the same time. Also, for somebody who's been on, like, in a nursing bed for a while, he seems okay. Or maybe that's the stuff that, what's-his-name gave him. Kabuto. See, I can't even remember Kabuto's name. I just need to go to sleep.
My body is too devastated to move on its own anymore. I use the power of my mind.
No way. Now you're cheating death?
I understand much more now. The strength.
I have questions about their interaction and how he's doing that. I don't like that. Wait.
Lord Orochimaru's magnificent.
I don't like that. Don't like that. He's caressing the coffin.
But you have taken too much time retrieving it.
She
Another freak to deal
seems
with.
very
He doesn't seem
scared.
like an ordinary opponent.
No, that's probably a
We
good
need to buy
assessment.
time and sort out the situation. It'd be dumb to confront him without knowing.
Jerk!
Oh, then you have Naruto. Oh dear.
Tayuya, I could end your life right now if I wish to.
Why though?
It's his next vessel, isn't it?
Exactly, Tayuya. And delivering it to him is the only thing that I can do to please him. As for those two pieces of garbage...
Okay, there's no need for name calling.
Not again! I gotta go get him!
Just calm down, Naruto.
How can I calm down? We're losing him! He's gonna take Sasuke away from us!
Naruto's right. Our mission is to find Sasuke and bring him back.
And what are you gonna do? You're gonna face her, and you're gonna send Naruto after the other guy.
We'll fail.
you know, for like a split second, I was like, you know, it's going to be fine because there's 4 of the enemy and 5 of them. And then another guy just shows up and now I'm just like, well, now I don't know. I mean, I know that they're going to face each other because based on the other fights, that's just how it's going to go. But like, why?
Get on with it, you wimps.
It's 2-on-1. We've got the advantage. If we gang up on her, we've got a good shot. What do you say, Naruto?
Let's get her!
Oh, that's clearly a bluff. Clearly a bluff.
Morons!
Don't be cocky. We've got teamwork on our side.
We'll show you! Bring it on!
I mean, I do appreciate the music.
She fell for it. His plan is working. I'll see you around.
See, he's going after Sasuke. I called it.
At least I bought enough time for my friend to get away. Hey, remember this. A person's jutsu isn't his only weapon.
I'm stressed for these boys.
I'm counting
I
on
want to believe that they're gonna win, but I also just don't know at this point. Hello? Oh. I mean, based on previous events, I have a pretty good idea what's happening here, but also, I don't want to jump to any more conclusions.
He acted on his own volition. He did it all for you, out of reverence.
Kabuto, you are quite a hateful, nasty person, aren't you?
Lord Orochimaru.
It just feels so weird for his voice to be coming out of somebody else's body.
The body I wanted the most. Kimimaru.
And if he hadn't been stricken with illness, the assassination of the Hokage would have gone much smoother.
The seal is set!
Interesting. Interesting. That, you know what, that makes a lot more sense because they talked about there being 5 of them, but there was only 4 of them, so he must have been the 5th one. And he got sick?
Twist to you now. And without those arms, you will never form another hand side. Ninjutsu is forever out of your reach.
Oh. Okay, so it's not that he severed his soul. He severed... Somehow he cut off his ability to use his arms. You know what? I forgot about that. That makes more sense why he wanted a new body. Well, I mean, other than the fact that he just wants to be young forever and whatever.
Farewell, disciple. May we meet again in the next world.
That makes me so upset because now the 3rd Hokage is sacrificed for literally no reason. Also, how can he still perform the transference jutsu without his hands? Or is there just some jutsu that can be performed without hand signs? I have questions.
We wouldn't have needed to go through such an ordeal. But in this world, all too often, things don't work out quite as we want them to.
You know, I have a question about this. Because he clearly wants to take over Sasuke's body. What happens to their bodies once they've been taken over? I mean, once he transfers to another body, do they die? And also, Sasuke's like doing this because he wants to have power. I just feel like if he knew about this. Wow, he's really, really mad.
How shall I destroy you?
Also, why does he have to kill the other girl? I don't understand. Because she was late? I don't get it.
Are you saying that he's gonna use Sasuke's body?
That's right. Precisely.
No, not Sasuke!
Oh, that's his best friend!
I mean, what the heck is so special about this Sasuke guy anyway? How many are you gonna lose just to save this one insignificant shinobi?
You call him insignificant, but he's very significant to Orochimaru. Right?
And it's pretty nerve-wracking to see your comrades whittled down like this. To be honest, I don't know if the decisions I made were the right ones.
That's a fair assessment.
You would think I'd value the lives of my 4 teammates over the life of one guy who's been taken prisoner.
By choice.
Then why didn't you scrap it?
It's kind of funny. The world doesn't seem to play by the book very often, does it?
Ain't that the truth?
Who would ever stop fighting and abandon a friend who had been captured by the enemy?
Yeah.
Not even if it meant sacrificing all of their lives.
Friendship.
That goes for me, too.
His eyes are so sad.
But there is one thing I do pretty darn well for my teammates. And that's believing in them. Listen,
Oh! That's so adorable. Dude, he has 2 heads. You can literally see the back of his head. That's interesting. I don't like that, but it's interesting.
that's not good.
Couldn't agree more, Orochimaru. This isn't the flute is for.
Death for you. You shouldn't insult me or my friends either, you worm.
See, I was not under the impression that they were even friends. The sound ninja, I mean.
How amusing.
He's really upset if he made that many. Why do I feel like it's not going to make much of a difference, though? Yeah, figures that would be the last episode, or the ending. Okay, so this episode was kind of slow. And not that that's a bad thing. There was just a lot of transitional things happening, so we're not going to get into the next battle, whichever one of these 3 we're getting into. But I definitely called it. I mean, like, come on. I knew several episodes ago that Naruto was going to have to make it to the end because he's the one that's going to have to fight over Sasuke. Just like Neji said, sometimes his eyes are better than his. And he fully believes that Naruto is realistically the only person that can save Sasuke, which I totally get. And I don't know why I just felt that Kiba was going to face the next person and that Shikamaru was going to face the last person just because I guess Shikamaru is the leader. So I just, yeah. That's just how the matchups are gonna go. Again, I did have a tiny bit of hope because I was like, well, there's only 4 Sound Ninja and 5 of them. So while one of them, you know, they all keep each other busy, then one of them can take Sasuke and run. But of course, life can't work that way. And again, I just am curious. I mean, I was gonna say, does Sasuke know about the whole body takeover thing? But I mean, obviously he can't know. He couldn't have known. He's just so focused on his revenge against his brother that he's just taking Orochimaru's word for what it is, which is a terrible idea. I mean, we as the audience know that, but not all of them know that. But I don't know. I mean, for instance, if they had been able to make it back and Sasuke gets there expecting to, I don't know, have this power to defeat his brother, Orochimaru was just gonna take over his body and he would never have gotten the chance. Which is kind of upsetting in terms of like what Sasuke, I don't want to say needs, but what Sasuke feels he needs for his own personal growth. But at the same time, would Orochimaru have used Sasuke's body to defeat his brother? But I highly doubt that because they have established that Sasuke's brother Itachi is like way stronger. Probably one of the strongest ninja. I don't know. Like, I don't know. There's so many variables. And obviously we're never gonna know. Well, we may not know all the answers to all these different variables is what I'm trying to say. But I just have a lot of questions about how that would have worked out. And how this is going to work out. Because they are very determined to get Sasuke back to Orochimaru. to be his next vessel, which he can't do that jutsu for another few years. So on the one hand, either they're going to get Sasuke back to Orochimaru and he's going to live a couple years thinking that he's getting stronger and using this power to, grow and defeat his brother because that's his ultimate goal, and then be, tricked later, or they're not going to do it, which also question about that. Since they can't open the coffin, which they don't know that, if they do manage to get Sasuke back, how are they going to open the box? And Sasuke, even if they did do that, Sasuke's probably going to be mad at them because he's the one that chose to go with Orochimaru. But I don't know. At this point, they know the truth. So if they told him that he was going to, body snatch him, I don't know. I have a lot of theories. I have a lot of thoughts, which is surprising that my brain is functioning. I don't even want to say well, because honestly, it's rather confusing for me, but functioning this well, considering how tired I am. I think it's time to go to sleep. I can't get out any more thoughts, at least not ones that are coherent enough for this. I'm on the one, all in all though, I don't know if I'm glad that it was a slower episode, a transitional episode, because I feel like if it was a really exciting episode, it might have just woken me right up. But at the same time, I don't know if I want to be woken up right before I'm going to go to sleep, so maybe it worked out for the best. Anywhoots, thank you all so much for watching and following me on this crazy shinobi journey, and until next time, bye!